We are doing it with zero plan
Hmm.
and a mostly positive attitude, a little distraction from Football Manager, but
Yeah.
we're here.
That was pre-pod. Pre-pod.
I,
That's pretty fun. You're in. You're locked in now.
Pre-pod
That-
distract. Yes, that's all closed down.
All right.
We're
All right.
good. I'll come
The-
I'll come back to my transfer window later.
To our viewing audience, if Colin turns to his left, you will.
Stage left. Stage right.
He's probably, yeah, stage right. He's probably distracted. Is what we've learned.
No, it's closed. It's all
It's closed. Okay, that's it.
Closed and
Paused.
safe.
Laptop is shut.
All right. What you guys been up to?
Working on our trucks.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's what Colin's doing too.
That's about
Yeah,
it.
Colin fixed his truck. He's got a new red fuel tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Got a
2
whole-
gallons.
2-gallon fuel cell on that son of a bitch.
Is that was that an accident or is that
I pulled the fuel cell that was in the cargo area out
Mhm.
so that I could attempt to start like cleaning up and laying out the cargo area so that it was more, camp friendly. And in doing so, I sealed all the holes that were in the floor for the fuel lines and whatnot,
Of course.
and did multiple other things. I like sound deadening and things like that back there, which has made a good difference now that I've gotten to drive it once. But basically,
Not far, but yeah.
yeah, not far. But basically, what had happened was, I then no longer had a vehicle that I could haul larger pieces of wood in, and I needed to go get larger pieces of wood to continue my building in the back of the Range Rover. So I came up with the idea of, I wonder if I could strap a little, 2-gallon jerry can that I have in the garage to my frame somehow, so that I could drive out to the hardware store. And as it would turn out, it worked okay. So,
Nice.
yeah.
So does that have a mechanical fuel pump?
No. Just got a frame rail mounted electric fuel pump.
Oh, okay. I was curious how the fuel pump thing was working because I was like, okay, well, it's either inline or mechanical, but mechanical wouldn't make sense because that's fuel injected, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is now. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yep. Yeah.
Where do you stand on the tank?
I've got 3/4 of one left.
1.65 gallons.
Yeah, I used about a half a gallon, I think, in my travels.
Okay.
So yeah.
What about the end goal? Are you
Oh,
a bigger
that tank.
plastic tank or
No, I've got a larger aluminum tank that I
okay?
am planning to put in there. And I had a line on somebody that was going to cut a, skid plate, which would basically be what the tank mounts to, out of some steel for me. And it hasn't exactly been reliable in the when it's going to get done.
Well, that's fun.
So yeah, and it's like they're doing me a favor, and so I don't feel great about like pushing the issue, but I think it's been a week, almost 2 weeks since they said, "Oh yeah, I can do that," but the process started even before that. But so yeah, I'm struggling to find the when I feel okay about, hey, do you think you could like do that or
Hey, my entire project is kind of hinging on this favor.
Yeah.
So
So
Are you having like plas cut on a table or something?
yeah, it's I just need a rectangle that is of certain dimensions. That's all I asked. And so that way I can then drill holes in it and whatever for how I want to set it in there. But I kind of need that first. So
How thick is steel?
I went for the 3/16 on it, since it's also technically a skid plate
Mm-hmm.
for an
Makes
aluminum
sense.
tank. So,
How big do you need it? I'm just looking at my stack of steel over here.
well, how are you gonna get it to me?
I sent it with Tyson this weekend.
Yeah. Let's see.
Heard
Like,
it here, Tyson.
what did I send him? I said, 'cause I got the measurement. 24 by 30.
Oh, Jesse
might
might
have.
have something.
I might have that. And I got a plasma cutter, and all I do is just set a 2x4 on it, run it over it, and there you go. You got
That's
a
true.
24
Yeah,
by 30.
you could hand rip it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then you just clean it up a little bit.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let me know
Yeah.
if you do that. Because yeah, that's kind of the what driving it any distance other than to the store is going to require at this point.
You
So
can get a
like,
whole
by
15 miles.
yeah, by my math, I'll be able to make 4 runs to the store
That's pretty
on
good.
my on my current tank, which then I gotta take it out of there, ratchet strap, undo some duct tape and things like that. But
Oh yeah, because it's gonna be a pain to fill it. I didn't think about
yeah,
that.
I can't just like pull up to the pump and fill it.
You know what you should do is get another one of those 2 gallons, and then you can hot swap them.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah. Then I
Mhm.
could, because then that would double my my distance, and I
Your
could just
range.
swap them out on the road. Just
Yeah.
let it
That's
run
right.
all the way out, and then pull over and do it on the side of the road. Sounds great.
I don't even think you need a skid plate in this scenario either, because that
No,
little
I
plastic
know.
tank is tucked way up in there.
It's way up there. Yeah.
Less weight. This is
Mhm.
the right way, I think.
Yeah. I mean, this is why race cars only have 2 gallons at a time, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the
Some race
dragster
cars.
guys, they all
Some
do
race
that.
cars. Yeah.
Yeah. I also found as I was so it's always had a how do you put this? It's I guess not always, but like it will randomly not charge. Like the alternator just won't charge. And the only thing I found that will get it to charge when it's not charging is under load. I have to hit like more than 2000 RPM. So like if I just rev it, like just a neutral rev, it doesn't make any difference. It has to be under load and like $2,000 or 2,500 or something and then it'll kick on and you see it start charging. Well, it wasn't charging when I started it up on my tiny fuel tank, and I had been working on it, so doors have been open and so lights
Yeah.
on, things like that, and I noticed right as I was getting ready to pull out that it was like 10.9 volts or something, and I was like, oh shit, I better romp on it, like get out on the road and romp on it so that it starts charging. I hit the brakes and it shut off because that was too much power.
Oh no.
Shut it off. So I was like, oh, okay. So how am I going to figure this out? So I get the jump box, jump it, fires right back up. No problem with the jump box, but it's still not charging. I'm like, God, how can I get this thing to charge? I like went and I tapped it with a hammer a little bit just to see if maybe that would, if it was like some kind of shock load thing, maybe that would kick it into gear. No. And then as I'm investigating, because I haven't really like investigated deeply in what all is going on with this thing because I haven't even had it that long.
Yeah.
I notice that on the alternator there's like 2 wires going to it, and then a third wire that goes to it that's like on like a little like rheostat or something, some little circular electronic device, that's I don't know what it is, obviously. Uh, and then there's another spade connection on the top of the alternator that nothing is going to. And it's like, oh, okay, that's weird. I mean, I've never had anything plugged into it, obviously. And then I look at the little tiny wire loom that's going to all those wires. And there's a single wire that's just like wrapped up around the loom with a other opposite end of the spade connector on that. And I was like, weird. I wonder, it shouldn't go anywhere else because it's in the alternator loom. So I I unwrap it and I just touched it to the spade, little tiny spark, and then I can see the engine load. Like it just like it revs up tiny, like a little bit, engine load. Go and look, it's charging. Huh. Okay. So I didn't leave it plugged in. It fixed it for the drive to the store and back, but it was one of those like, well, I mean, I know how to make it charge if it doesn't want to charge, but I don't know if I should be leaving it plugged in or not, because like I said, it's not always an issue, but
does it have a battery light? Like when you turn on the ignition, do you know? Have you noticed?
Yes, it has a
It
battery.
does. Okay.
It doesn't. I mean, not that it like comes on, but like it does have a battery light on the dash. Yeah.
And does it come on when you turn the ignition on?
Boy, maybe.
Here's where I'm going with that. If it doesn't, plug that wire in and see if the light turns on.
And see if it does. Yeah.
Because it could be the exciter wire. Usually, what that is it goes through that light and it's 12 volt to the alternator, which triggers it to say, "Hey, it's time to charge."
On. Yeah.
Time to party.
Yep. That's I have a feeling that's it's not necessary, but it helps. There's also I was telling Tyson this today. I've noticed it before, but I really got a better look at it because I was kind of trying to decipher some of the wiring, quote unquote, in the engine bay. Because I'm getting prepped for putting the second battery in it. And it actually has a voltmeter on the firewall in the engine bay. I don't know if it works.
Added that?
A what?
No, I think it's supposed to be there. I don't know if it works, like, because I've never like looked at it with the car running to see if it is working or not. But like I hadn't seen that before, but it 100% looks factory. Like it is
weird
Land Rover looking gauge and all that. So,
but it's on the engine bay side of the firewall.
Yep.
And it's got a readout and everything.
Yep, it's a needle gauge. Like it's pretty funny. Yeah, it's on the passenger side of the firewall. So
interesting.
I don't know. I'll take a picture of it for you guys.
Yeah.
Yes, please do. I'm so curious about this.
Yeah, me too.
Does it have like little extension, like wires that you can plug into it to go around the vehicle and test things? It's just an onboard voltmeter.
Yeah, onboard voltmeter. That'd be neat.
I mean, they were foreshadowing, if so.
Mm-hmm.
But then what happens with the voltmeter if the truck is dead and you can't?
Yeah, then you can't do that.
Can't do it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a ton of interesting like things just because it's an old Land Rover on it. Like on the steering column, there's 2 sets of positive negative terminals with switches that are built into the steering column. And I haven't like looked into what the deal is with that. Like, so I don't know if it's like, oh yeah, you can wire your accessories into pre-made switches on your steering column, but to me that's what it looks like. Like it is literally like little screws, so you could take those out to put a ring terminal on, screw them back in, and then they both have like a separate little switch to turn on and off.
That's awesome.
Interesting.
I had no clue if it works, never tried it yet, but I see it and I'm like, could be cool.
Yeah, that'd be a cool place to put like an LED light switch relay to it, so you could just immediately click it. Are they like convenient around the steering column Like if you're
There's
driving.
it's literally just on the side of the column, like right behind the turn signal switch, but just like slightly lower.
Huh.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Goddamn
I was gonna ask,
Land Rover.
do you know any of the history of that thing? Like how long it's been in the US, where it came from, all those weird things?
I think that we talked about this previously, but yes,
Maybe.
in a sense, it's an 84. America didn't actually get Range Rovers until 87.
Yeah.
This is a gray market import, so it was one of the first 20 that were imported by Land Rover to America as the like promotional, hey, we're going to start selling these stateside now. And so it was in Canada for a while, which is where all the rust came from. And then it like made its way to Washington and then here, I think, is what the deal was. So
Interesting.
yeah, so it's been over here its whole life
Got it.
as a gray market
As a
import.
gray market.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all those weird 80s cars, BMWs. There's a ton. Isn't there like one? I think there's one dealer that imported all like the like weird BMW cars in the 80s, and it was like, I don't know, crazy thing. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. Cool that it's limited number. It's going to play well at Cars and Coffee.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and every
Super rare.
Range Rover nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Most people look at it and just see another Range Rover, but like for us Land Rover people, you notice right away, that's not an American Range Rover.
That's not regular. Yeah, I think what was tripping me up is thinking about it being early like that, but also being left-hand drive. So it was like,
Yeah.
That's an oddball.
Mhm.
Which, if we talked about this before, is definitely what I said. So
Yeah.
sorry, everybody. Cool. Well, I'm excited to see that come together. I'm excited to see the thing someday. Sometime.
Yeah, there is
We'll
that.
figure it out.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Someday, somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
Jesse, what have you been
absolutely
working on?
love it. Oh, I was gonna say I absolutely love Colin's
No.
truck. Like I got to ride in it over December.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just couldn't stop giggling. I'm like, yeah, this is amazing. I'm so happy.
It's a cool rig. Definitely.
It's just the English version of Raw Dog, not what you Gen Z people think of, but the Suburban.
Yeah.
Speaking of things we should Google, and
but much smaller.
Yeah. Well, that's why the English version, it's a little bit smaller. The Americans had to make it bigger.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Compensating much. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. I'm not compensating. I just enjoy the hell out of that truck.
Yeah. Yeah, you rode in it when it still only had 50% throttle.
So it means I need to ride in it again.
Again, yeah. Actually, well, to be honest, you will notice no difference.
Okay.
It is no faster. It doesn't matter if you went 50% throttle as your full throttle or if you went 90% throttle, full throttle. It still accelerates at exactly the same speed. It is no faster with more throttle. So
nice.
So you're saying it's reliable?
For a Land Rover, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's and again, it's Land Rover pre-electrics.
Mm-hmm.
So it's also, it got rid of all, or I shouldn't say got rid of, they added the unreliability later to all the stuff they sent to America in mass. See, because like mine's got a Chrysler transmission. Like this thing is, this thing is reliable as.
Well, what I've been doing, Sean, to answer your question, is working on all the goddamn trucks around my house. Good news is I got rid of the 78 Toyota. Got that sold. It went to a guy who's just super stoked to restore it. So that makes me feel good too. I was like, that's awesome. I was like, text me pictures when you do stuff. And so not doing your rule of never talking to that individual again.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you knew a story was already one step ahead.
Yeah. So I'm excited for it. I think it'll be cool. I'm excited for him. He's gonna have fun
Cool.
with it. He drove it down the freeway, even though that was something I wasn't gonna do. I was like, he said, "Can it go on the freeway?" And I'm like, "I don't know. The brakes are kind of funky." He's like, "Yeah, I'll figure it out."
That's
Love
the
it.
right attitude.
Love the
Drove it,
gumption.
drove it all the way to East East Portland. So
Okay.
yeah. Other than that, been working on trying to get the Suburban ready for camping. It's kind of interesting not going on the Alvord next weekend. Like I don't
Mm.
feel as pressured yet. Typically when April 1st comes around, I'm like,
Oh, because we're
"Oh, I'm
usually
so far
scrambling.
behind." Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, but,
Well, I still feel that way because I've got 2
oh,
gallons of gas.
I s I still feel that way a little bit.
What'd you have to
Um,
do?
so both of my leaf springs in the rear were splaying
Mm.
horizontally out, and then all of a sudden I'd notice it because the drive passenger side would start sinking a little bit because 'cause I'd lose my 2 lower leaves.
Okay.
So, I had to sketchy jack it up with a 6x6 block on the back of the bumper to get it to drop out the leaves, uh, far enough to where I could take a hammer and smash them back in.
Yeah.
Uh, I lost the isolators on it though, so
Mm.
I 3D printed some. We'll see how long that lasts.
Nice.
I was pretty excited about that. I was like, "Oh, I could buy them," and then I was like, "Oh, yeah, like, I'll just buy some." They showed up, they're the wrong ones, and I was like, "Ah, fuck it. Return it. I'm gonna go just make them myself."
Cool.
Um, I finally found the leak that has been coming in through my passenger side of the
Okay.
firewall,
Yeah.
and it's actually from my piece of shit HVAC unit. Sorry, just heating unit. There's no cooling.
There's no AC. It's
There's
HV.
no AC. It's HV.
HV.
I wouldn't even call
Your
it
HV unit.
ventilation.
H unit.
It's just an H unit. It grabs air from inside and just does this. So, which is kind of cool because I was thinking that I was going to have to tear apart the quarter panel and find more rust and have to patch that. But since
Yeah.
I found it within the truck, I was like, oh, cool. So when I finally get to actually doing HVAC, which I have the kit, it'll repair that and it'll
Nice.
all be sealed up. Um, oh, I got new seats in the rear.
I saw. So, look, can I? What you got? Like
Sean
later,
needs clarification. Hold on.
Yeah.
later suburban seats, and I don't want to. I'm going to let you explain and tell me why this is a good thing, but I hate that 80s velour and the 90s that those
Oh, it's
trucks had.
terrible.
The vinyl is so much nicer, and I was confused. So I'm assuming the original seats must have just been so shitty that it was not worth dealing with. Okay,
So the
that makes
original
sense.
seats, every time you sit in them, you can just hear it crunch,
Oh yeah,
and then you see rust like
just
gathering
flaking
on
out.
the floor below.
Yeah,
So I was like, "Oh, these things are toast." Because I was thinking about just getting them, get them
recovered.
recovered, get new
Well,
uh,
like
foam in them.
foam and
But then
everything.
I found these seats from a guy. He had an 88 and a tree fell on it in the windstorm. So he was just parting it out and he sold me the
Yeah.
rear seats for $100.
That's awesome. Well, I got scared because you got these and started the process of like dyeing them or painting them to
Yeah.
match, and then started talking about recovering the front seat. And I was like, Jesus Christ, Jesse's going to put velour on his front seat. I can't believe this.
No,
No.
God, no, no,
Okay,
no,
this
no,
makes
no.
more
We're gonna
sense.
Yeah, so the process is gonna go I just dyed the rear ones, which didn't quite turn brown, a
Yeah,
little
it's a.
more purple,
Ooh.
I've
brown
not had
gray.
great luck with that. in the past. So
Now, but they're not gray, so it doesn't look
okay,
terrible. And it's just a stand-in because I'm gonna get the front seat reupholstered. And I did more digging. The pricing Sebastian has is actually really good compared to other guys in Portland
that's good.
and the surrounding area. It was gonna be closer to $1,200 versus $600,
That's
and
great.
he's doing good work, and I'm like, "Shit, you know what? Young entrepreneur." I think he's, like, 22, 23, and he's
Nice.
just excited about reupholstering. So, figured give him a chance,
Yeah.
and so we're gonna do the front seat in the vinyl, so period correct. And
Yep.
then next year, I'll redo the rear seats and do them in vinyl to match the front.
To match. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay. I should have had faith. I knew that
yeah.
deep down. I knew that's probably what he would do, but for a second, I was worried.
You never know with me, man.
You never know.
I'm always cooking up some sort of dumb shit to do, like get 88 seats. But I just feel a lot better now with those in there and the kids being in the back seat. Like if we did get into an accident, God forbid, at least the back seats aren't gonna just
Turn
go
to
into
dust.
oblivion. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that
And then
makes
they're
sense.
just bouncing around with rust shit seats. So there was a little bit
Yes.
of modification I had to do for the mounting. They don't quite line up, so you have to
Hmm,
scooch them around a little bit, find the right spots. The 40 side, I have to put 2 new holes in.
got it.
It's not a big deal, but I'm happy about it.
Nice.
And then the last thing I think I've done since we talked is I got those new tires and wheels on the Cruiser.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, got the free 200 series black powder coated wheels. I didn't think I was gonna
Sweet.
like them as much, but they look nice.
Looks good. Yeah.
I mean, for free, I'm
Yeah,
okay with
Looks
that.
great for free.
free's a great price.
Yeah.
It is a
Um,
wonderful price.
and I'm a huge fan of the Pat ATs.
Hmm, that's good.
They're quiet, they feel good on the road,
I'm
they're
not sure.
cheap.
I'm not sure anything's loud inside a 100 series.
They are
Yeah,
fairly quiet.
they're
That is
fairly
one thing.
quiet. Like, compared to a lot of other tires, they're fairly quiet.
Yeah. Put some
And
bog
That's good.
dogs on there and drive it and tell me if it's still quiet in there. That'll be, that'll
yeah,
really give you the test.
yeah. But for the price, they're
What
great.
what size did you end up going with? Because you had a bunch of back and forth on that. I remember.
Uh, it's like ended up being at like 31.1.
Okay.
So they're or sorry, 33.1. So they're 33.
Perfect.
And they
Sweet.
don't rub.
Nice.
That was the big thing because if they rubbed, I'd never hear the end of it. Not the tires,
Yeah,
person
I
driving
hear you.
it. Yep.
Yep.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
So yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
driver feedback.
for the $800 difference between AT4s and the Pat ATs, I think it's completely worth it.
I think did we
Yeah,
talk about this on the podcast or I read it somewhere or something, but the Falcon pricing like has gone up a bunch while the
it
other
has,
like even BFG is like below now, which is
which is insane.
unheard of. That's
BFGs were
Yeah.
not
always the
normal.
most expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they had happened, but something.
Which is unfortunate because I was a huge fan of the AT4s, still
Mhm.
am. It's
It's a good
just
tire.
now
It's
if
getting
they're gonna
old
make
though.
them that expensive. The
Yeah.
AT4?
Yeah. I mean it's
Didn't they just come out with the
five or
AT4
six.
like
I think
last
it's like
year? AT3
yeah, I
I
think
think
the
is
four
you
is
might be
like
thinking of the AT3 Sean. I
yeah,
think
maybe.
yeah,
they
it
just came out with the RT,
mhm.
Yeah.
but
I think the AT4s are only maybe 2 years old. AT3s, because that's what Steve got right before the Rubicon, is the AT3.
Oh, you're right. 24. Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, I must have
2
had it
years old.
mixed up with something. Weird.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yep,
It
yep, yep,
happens.
yep. So,
Cool. Well, that's
but
great.
other than that, just making my list to get ready for camping this weekend.
some point I'm gonna have to try to get ready for camping. I think I could probably throw all my shit in the car and go, but I'm not gonna trust it
Yeah,
for
I
a
was gonna
super
say
long thing.
you don't have too much of a project at this point. It's just
No,
yeah.
just weird little stuff that I'm always kind of tinkering with. I got a new
Mhm.
power steering leak. I got a how do I work through this? I got some like parts that I'm gonna do for like a work install that I inherited that I didn't really want. So I'm gonna do some new accessory things, which are not exciting. They're just like replacement parts, but
Mm.
it's
Mhm.
helping everybody out in a bind. So I'm thinking about when I do that, I might try to buy a better power steering pump. I don't know. It's like the third one I've had, so or fourth one. So I don't know what to do with that.
What do you have in there right now?
Just a regular like auto parts store replacement Saginaw
Mhm.
pump. So they
Need
just don't.
to finally break down and go to hydro assist.
I need to, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like I desperately need to because you've all seen me stopped in places where I can't turn. But I love it. There's my favorite spotting thing is go left, go left, go left, more left, more left. I'm like,
More
no,
left.
no.
Don't have more
Driver,
left.
I
driver,
don't have
driver,
any more
driver,
left.
driver. That's all I got.
That's all the left I've got.
We're either gonna
Yeah.
power through this or we're gonna crawl straight. That is what's going on.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know. So I gotta figure that out. But you
might be
can
time
swap
just
to
to
I don't
get
know.
the. As I was gonna say, might as well get the PSC pump, and
It's
then
a
just
regular pump.
planning.
I know. I've seen a few people swap to the Type 2 pumps with the LS stuff. So, like the later style pump. It's smaller and apparently way better. So, I might try that. I don't know. I'm convinced that I might have a steering box issue more than a pump issue.
Mhm.
And that might be why I'm killing pumps
Mm.
the entire
Okay.
time I've owned the vehicle, basically.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I ran my stock pump for like a year and a half, and I was getting a little bit of lag in the
Hmm,
steering when I'd make a turn, and then you'd feel the pump start to actually hit the ram. So it just
okay.
didn't have enough flow. I read a whole bunch of threads like, oh yeah, well you can drill this out and add this spring and do this, and it's at the end of the day, I was just like, screw it, I'm just gonna get the fucking PSC pump.
Honestly, the PSC one is not that expensive, which is kind of nice too. It's like
Yeah.
it's $100 more than a regular pump. Like it's really not crazy. And I'm looking this is dumb. This is me being me, but like I'm looking at like the turn one pumps that are like 3 times that price, thinking, well, that'd be pretty cool. It probably is not worth it. I probably should just buy the one that we all know works and do hydro
Yeah,
assist because that's the thing that eventually I will want.
yeah.
I've never had or been able to turn my wheels when sitting straight in the rocks anyways, so driving your crawler, Jesse, was like
Oh god.
the craziest feeling thing in the world to me because of the steering. I was like, "Oh my god, I can reset." 1,
Yeah,
we're going really slow because of the gearing, and then 2, I can just turn. You can just
yep,
Mhm.
turn. It's crazy.
yep. If you're not gonna push the rock, you're gonna push yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just
Shift
you're
the car
turning one
over.
way or another.
and and you just do it with one finger. You're just like,
With your
"Oh,
tiny
okay."
little steering wheel, it's like,
Mhm.
it's
Oh,
like a
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
forklift.
Doesn't need the leverage.
Yeah, no leverage. Yeah, it's great.
yeah, just don't turn it too hard because 'cause you'll snap off the stops. I've got them almost right, but if you turn it too hard, you can snap off the stops on the knuckles.
Mm,
And I remember telling that to Robert, like, because he wanted to drive it. I was like, "Yeah, dude, you can drive it. Just a couple rules. Like, 1, this is full hydro, so if you let go of the steering, it's not gonna return to
it's not
center."
coming back.
Yeah.
And
You have all the input. 100%
yeah,
of the input is
y
you.
you have 100% of the input, and then don't crank the wheels all the way because you could snap the stop. He broke both of those he did both of those things, like, immediately.
Right away.
Like, when we were pulling up to the bridge, right before the bridge, because I wanted to get that drone shot of everybody pulling in, and I was like, "Okay, yeah, pull out right there, right, just right there," and he just goes yanks it over, and you can hear it just smack the knuckle. I'm like, "No, god damn it." Then he goes to let go of it to reset, and it's like, it's not resetting, and we're still turning.
Turn into the creek.
I was like, fuck, no.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's good.
definitely different. You drive it like equipment. You don't drive it like a car.
Mhm.
But
Well,
Reminds me
or
of
you drive
a
it
forklift.
like a
Mhm.
lowered car,
yeah,
because that's kind of the same thing. Not a whole lot of return to center once you get beyond a certain point.
yeah.
Bad caster.
But yeah, I was gonna say when your caster's all funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when your K rates are fucked,
Yeah.
that's when it
Gotta
happens.
remember that Ackerman angle. Okay, well, I have some news since we're kind of at about that time.
Oh, give it to me.
I'm working on it. Colin's got to play me in. Do we want to start?
Good news, everyone!
Oh, nice. Double down.
I'm going
I
to do
think
it
I
this
cut
way.
the first one off, so I
Mm,
put a second one in just for good measure.
just in case.
Nice. So I'll sound like an idiot when it goes to post production,
Yeah.
and there's only one.
Mhm.
I thought this was interesting. Whirly Fab, Wherli, is making reproduction GMT 800 wheels in 17 by 8.5.
Hmm.
Kind of
That's
interesting.
cool.
Yeah, 17 by 8.5 plus 18. They're expensive. They're forged, so that's probably why. $3,100 a set, but it's kind of
Jesus
interesting.
Christ.
I don't love these wheels to start with, by the way. They're fine, but I just think it's really interesting that they're doing them in modern sizing. Like, just what an interesting thing that I didn't even know was something people would want.
I mean, Grandpa.
Someone wants it.
Yeah, Grandpa on his old truck that he still has, but
But I mean,
doesn't
you can
want to
still
get
buy 16
16s
inch.
or whatever.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know, but
E-
I bet they're
Eventually, you can see
considerably.
your ROI
Yeah,
after
it's
like
tough.
10 sets of tires.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
when the cost of the wheel is that much, yeah, that's
I
Hmm.
thought maybe I was wrong. For some reason, I thought these might have been made by Alcoa originally, but I think I'm wrong. I think I'm conflating the OBS wheels
yeah,
from Ford.
yeah. Ford
But
was the Alcoas.
yeah, so PYO wheels is what those are called, which I did not know. So that's good news.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Kind
I
of,
mean, they're
they
not
don't
the
even look
worst
different to me.
wheels.
Now they're fine. I think that I
Mhm.
think of them in my head as being so skinny with skinny tires always. So like
Yeah,
even like this, I don't really see them being that different.
Mm-mm.
In a way, can you imagine spending $3,000 to have stock wheels that don't look that much different?
No.
As a wheel nerd, that is a really hard pill to swallow. Even though I love OEM Plus and like the
Mhm.
nuance, that's tough.
I could. I feel like the only way I could justify or dignify that is if it was a wheel that was three-piece converted.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
you get your
Yeah.
factory wheel, convert it to three-piece, wider, bigger, all of that. Like then it's like, okay, yeah, that's kind of
Yeah.
has a cool feel to it, and but it's also like so custom in the fact that it's like very individual, whereas that is, it's at this point it's just a off the shelf. Hey, look, it's the stock wheel. It's just bigger.
Yeah. Just this
I,
much bigger.
Like
like I said, to me, part of it is like,
if they had put like a factory beadlock on it, like
there you go.
then you're like, okay, now you're stepping into the next. Oh, okay, stock looking wheel in a 17 with a beadlock. That
That's
could be
Yeah.
cool.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I,
Colin and I have actually talked about that. Like a sidebar conversation between he and I. It's like, man, could you imagine taking like the old Ford Alcoas and milling them out, making them three
doing a
piece,
beadlock.
and
Yeah,
making
turn them into a
beadlocks?
beadlock. Be cool.
That's like a soft, I mean, that's just a soft 8 at that point.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
I
still
mean,
cool.
yes and no.
But like,
They're, yeah, I
there's
don't
no
love those
market for
wheels
it.
either.
Well, that
No,
was just the
it's
first
very
example that came
specific.
off my head. But
Yeah.
What kind of like, that's an interesting question. So like in the car world, Colin, like we think
Mhm.
about like Volkswagen Sebrings. Like I really like that OEM Volkswagen wheel. It's iconic. It's really cool. Like that's came on the rally. It came on all these, cool things.
Yeah.
Love that. And there's a bunch of others that I don't really care as much about, but are popular, Monte Carlos and stuff like that. What is a truck wheel that is iconic and people love? Like, I can't. I mean, I guess the Alcoa,
like a factory one.
a factory
A
wheel.
factory one would be an Alcoa for sure.
Yeah. You know what's? What about like the '80s hubcaps that Ford had? That one with like the, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Any dog
Yep.
dish steely. Yeah. And I was
Yeah.
so when I was looking for wheels for the Suburban, I was looking for a set of 17-inch steelies that I could put the dog dishes on, but in a proper sized wheel, and no one makes them.
hmm
Hmm.
The closest thing I could get was the Nomad, but they don't
Yeah,
make them
that's
in the 8 on 6.5.
A-log. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good wheel.
This is a good design. It's weird because it's a hubcap, but it's a good design, I feel like.
Yeah.
So if somebody made a billet version of that, that could be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking that there's just like I can't think of a lot of iconic truck wheels. I guess stuck on Ford, but maybe the F-150 wheels from the early '90s that were like kind of like that angled, like came on the Lightning.
I know. Yeah, I know.
They
I
have
think
like
I
a
know what you're
hole
talking
with
about.
like a, I don't know what you call it, like a comet thing.
Whatever
You
this
guys know what
is.
I'm talking about. It looks kind of like that.
I think those were called. Weren't those called Typhoons?
Tell, well, that's the Weld version, which is like, I think a Weld Typhoon is what you're thinking about, but there's like an OEM one that looks kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I got us way down a different path here, but
Yeah. But like that
Oh,
would
it's
be
a
the
good
other
path.
thing too, would be like wheels like that, like old Welds
Mhm.
or old Boyds, shit
Yeah.
like that you could, if you could then turn those into a beadlock, it'd be fucking cool. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and there could be something there, but it's a lot of equipment and it's so niche.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying this is a great business model. I'm just saying
Oh,
it's an
no.
interesting thought.
Yeah.
It would
It's a bad business model.
it'd be a labor of love if you had a shitload of money and nothing left to do. Yeah, great, do it.
Yeah.
But
Notice
you're
the
not gonna
company
make
that
money
I
on it.
started. Yeah. Notice the company I started this with does not make wheels. They make fab parts,
Mm,
and they have
Yeah.
made a set of
They
wheels
decided
because
they want to make a wheel because they
they
have a
can, because they
particular
probably have
inkling.
they either have
you got a shitload
connections
of
or a
money.
5-axis, or both.
Well, it's probably they have connections, and they also had a tax bill unless they spent a certain amount of money on a new
There you go.
product.
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
Next news. Ultra 4 is coming to Pikes Peak this year, which is pretty cool. Not the full field, 4 cars, I think is what it said. But what's pretty cool about that is it's going to have the Lauren Healy Bronco, the El Bandito, which is pretty sweet.
Okay.
Another 4400 rig and something else. I forget. They had it in here. But anyways, running them up Pikes Peak. That'll be pretty darn cool. I don't know if you guys remember this. A couple years ago, someone had a Ultra 4 type vehicle that rolled, and then the guy kept going. It was pretty cool. It was all over the internet. The dude
That sounds right for that car. Yeah.
he
Doing
rolled
something
like
like
4 times, and then when it got back on 4 wheels, he just started it up and ripped
that. Yeah.
off like
Just
it was nothing. So I'm excited to see this Bronco. This thing is pretty wild. So it'd be cool stuff. I actually listened to Von Gittin Jr. on the Smoking Tire podcast recently, and he was talking about Ultra 4, and one of the reasons that he's like enjoyed the push into Ultra 4 is that their rules are pretty, like, it's unlimited as far as the powertrain and everything goes. There's really no, it's really an unlimited series, which is pretty cool. Like I knew that kind of, but I didn't really realize that it was actually like you pretty much just do whatever you want as far as the the tube chassis and the suspension design and the engine, like all that stuff is just make it as fast as you can, which is pretty cool. Like there's not a lot of motorsport series that are left that way. You know,
Yeah.
F1
Yeah.
is, I love F1. I love watching it. I love the engineering behind it. It's all so cool, but it's heavily regulated and they play within a rule book and they cheat and try to figure it out, which is cool. There's something really neat to just like, hey, show up to this race with your vehicle and try to win. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you got to run this tire, basically. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty much
Tire
it.
seems to be the restriction, and then outside of that, it's like,
Yeah, do what you want. We don't care.
We need more of
So,
that in all of our sports. Like, I don't care. Juice if
yeah,
you want to.
probably.
yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, there could be an all juicers league. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
I want to see a roided out Cristiano Ronaldo playing soccer.
You think he doesn't do that? You're
Yeah.
already seeing one, but just hasn't gotten caught.
Let
That
Lance
is-
blood dope.
Everybody else is doing it.
Yeah.
Got two more things. This one's kind of interesting. Someone found a Volkswagen
I
Rabbit
saw
pickup.
this.
You did? Yeah.
Yeah, I saw this.
It was lost in 82. Like it was brand new.
Oh,
It got
my
lost in a
gosh.
pond. It says
How do you
pond,
lose it in a
but like,
pond?
come on.
that's pretty big. That's
What's my favorite part of this is it's green, like with slime, but I think it might be a yellow or brown truck. It never really shows the inside.
How
I
is
don't know
it
if it
not
ever shows. No, it
worse
didn't show it up.
off?
It's in pretty good shape. They
Yeah,
make
it's
a
not
note
bad.
about that. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man, if you go
anyways.
back to that window, sorry, you can just
That-
see the
Ew.
brown. Yeah.
Just sludge. I got to give a big shout out to this 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 headline. VW Lost in Lake since '82 shows up on some guy's fish finder, which is funny. But then the sub line is even better. Nobody expects to find a rabbit when they're looking for largemouth bass. So that is some of the best writing I've seen in a while.
That's
It made
also
me
like,
laugh.
okay, it showed up on this guy's fish finder. There really has been nobody in there with a fish
With a fish
finder
finder?
before that hasn't like been like, man, what is that? That
Maybe
doesn't
he's-
look right. Like,
Maybe he's a Volkswagen guy and he's like, oh my God, I think that's a caddy.
yeah, that's got that profile
That looks
really.
It might
I
be
know
a
that.
diesel. Hang on.
Yeah, I know that profile anywhere.
That's pretty good. Oh, I lied. I had three more.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
This one is from Autoblog, which I'm gonna screen share, but it is the most god awful website. They use a advertising like space that basically takes up a very large portion of the screen, and then they have a cookie like please accept our cookies that takes up the rest of the screen at the bottom, so you
course,
cannot
yeah.
see anything. But we've already talked about this. The Xterra is like fully committed to coming back. It is body on frame, and it will be sub $40,000, which is pretty interesting. Like that
Oh,
is
it's gonna
Wow.
make the
that's
Ford
the
Bronco
midsize truck news of
sweat?
the year. I
Oh
think.
no.
What did you say?
I said it's gonna make the Bronco sweat, it says.
Oh, yeah, great. So yeah, not a lot of different news than what we've talked about. I just thought it was really interesting that it doubled down on like they're doing an Infinity and a Nissan version. I'm obviously the Infinity will, I would assume, be more expensive. They keep mentioning the Bronco and the Wrangler. There's no world that I can imagine that this thing actually competes with those. I think they're just trying to push it as not being a CUV. Like, right? That's got to be
Mhm.
it.
Yeah. Same market, but yeah, it's not gonna be looked at. Just like the Frontier is not looked at in the
Yeah.
same realm as the Tacoma, even though it
Sure.
is
They're the
basically
same.
the
I mean,
same,
like,
but,
yeah, that makes sense. But like a Frontier and a Tacoma are not a Gladiator. Like, sure, someone might cross shop them, I guess, but like,
No.
it's just not the same kind of vehicle. So I don't know. Pretty interesting. I'm curious to see what comes of it. Nissan, man, what a rocky time for Nissan recently. So does it help? I don't know. I don't know.
They're trying.
They're having a
They're
rough go.
trying. And man, that's still a big fan of the QX80. So maybe it's a thing. Maybe
Yeah.
this gets better. I don't know. And then in unobtainable news that neither one of you are going to care about, but I think is funny and I like, Porsche just announced the GT3 SC, which is a convertible GT3. And I thought I had a funny revelation in talking to Luke. I said, Jesus, I think I'm getting old because I think I like it, and it's a convertible, and I hate convertibles a lot of like, most of the time, but I love this, and then I watched a Chris Harris video on it. He was, like, one of the first people to drive it and release a video on it, and he said, "Well, it's a sign I'm getting old because I love this. Like, it's perfect." So,
Hmm.
I don't know. It's silly. It's stupid to have a car like that, but, like, the other conversation that I heard on a podcast or something was, like, all these people that buy these cars and pretend like, "Oh, I got a GT3 because I go to the track," but all they do is go to Cars and Coffee and drive it to the store or whatever. Like
Mm-hmm.
now, it's a convertible. Like now, you're really showing your true colors. You're not going to take it to the track. You're going to
Yeah.
put the top down. You're going to drive it. You're going to do one gear pulls and be
Mhm.
excited. Like that's what it's for. But, I don't know. It's a bajillion dollars and unobtainable, but it's manual only. It's got a bunch of 911 ST parts. It's a pretty cool car, I think.
Not sure I like it.
Yeah, it's
Guess
fine.
I'm
Not
guess
for
I'm not
everybody.
guess I'm not old enough.
Yeah, a couple years.
Not old enough
Come
yet.
see me. Listen, it's
I'll
happening
ride in
quick.
it with you 100%.
Oh, it's gonna be. I mean, that thing is a riot. Like, there's no doubt that it's a good car, but aesthetically, like, I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. It looks weird with the top up. I'm gonna give you that. Which is another weird thing. Like most of the time, I kind of prefer
Looks weird with the
convertibles with the
top
top
down.
up,
Yeah.
but yeah,
I
Well,
don't like
that's been Sean's
the
news
back
minute.
half of it.
You don't like the back half?
No, I don't like the way that
it just
looks.
looks funny. Like it's so big without.
Something wrong
It is
about
tall.
the back end
All
of it.
these all these modern cars have such tall belt lines because they have so much
Yeah.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that does ruin the, like, I mean, you think of a bug convertible or like a, any sort of 60s American convertible, they have a really low belt and
Mhm.
even maybe a tall windshield, but it just like the proportions of those because they're so flat that's
Yeah.
where like convertible looks really good, I think, traditionally.
Mhm.
But the thing I had like I'm sure this happens to you guys, but like I see a thing and usually I have a pretty quick reaction. It's very uncommon for me to be like, well, I don't know if I like that or not. Like I saw the picture of that thing and I just went, fuck, I think I like it. Because I was ready. The news was like, this was like something that people had picked up on that was going to be a thing for a while. And I was like, that's the dumbest idea I've ever heard of. Why would they even think about cutting the top off that car? It's going to look stupid. And turns out I
Next
like
thing
it.
you know, you woke up with tall socks on and laced up
New
some
Balances.
New
Dude, I got tall socks on right now.
Velcro.
Got the jorts hanging up, drying right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I'll steal some thunder from you here.
Ooh.
Guess what? Kia is
Come on,
selling
Kia.
a body-on
Come
frame
on.
truck in the U.S.
And
by
it
2030.
better be the Tasman. And I'm still, 4-wheel drive 24/7 still did this thing dirty to me. I think
Yeah,
that they
still hate it.
that really
They still hate
grinds
how
my
ugly it
gears.
is. But yeah, so and they mentioned in this article, to be perfectly clear, this is this announcement wasn't a leak, a rumor, or a supplier slip. This information comes directly from CEO Ho Sung Song during the brand's 2026 Investor Day presentation, where the company outlined its global strategy through 2030. So they are going to have a body on frame, and they're saying that it's going to be more than just the truck.
Okay.
And
Well,
hybrid first, but not only hybrids.
okay. This is going to lead right into Jesse's news because these are
Yeah.
related, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesse has news too? Holy cow.
He
Oh
does.
yeah, I
And
got a news.
it's related. Jesse never
Okay.
has news. This is exciting.
I know.
Sorry, I didn't mean to like cut you off. I just think that this is a
No,
good
go
conversation
for it.
extender.
If it leads right into the next one, let's go.
It really does. This is a good transition.
I thought that my next one led right into it, but if this one's better, I'll give it to you.
Oh
Oh, it's
shit!
probably the same thing.
Is
It's
it?
on the wrong tab.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go.
Infinite screen, here
This
we
is why
come.
this is why he doesn't do news.
Yeah, this is why I don't do news.
He's not ready.
No, I have it open on not a Chrome tab. Sorry. There we go.
You don't use Chrome as your regular browser, Jesse? What the hell?
No.
Okay.
So Hyundai is also doing, well, this is just the concept. So, but they
This
released
is their Bronco concept.
yeah, this is their Bronco concept
Hyundai
called the
Bronco.
Boulder. But the concept sits on 37s. It's body on frame. They haven't really said what they want to do for the power plant, but the idea is a turbocharged V6, twin turbo V6, from what I read. But I mean, I think it looks cool. I don't know what it means by having this pull thing on the side. I don't know if you guys saw that or not.
I saw that, yeah.
Like, I don't need help.
Yeah, this is
It does look awesome.
This is
It-
the Hyundai Raptor right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it looks better than the Raptor though, or the Bronco. It looks fucking cool. Whereas like the Tasman, even I'm like kind of like like I love it, but the front end looks funny.
It's
I don't know
it's
what
good
this
looking
like.
in an ugly way.
Yeah.
I don't know what this like disconnected steering wheel is here. Like you only got the steering wheel connected at the bottom. Again, only a concept, but
I bet the little wheels there are like selectors for the screens.
yeah, they just float there
And I
with
say screens
magnets.
because there's 4 screens on it for some reason.
Mhm.
And airplane controls in the dash, it looks like. This is
Oh,
built for
dude,
Robert.
this
Robert is going to be like, "Oh my god.
this
Finally a car I
shifter,
feel natural driving."
yeah, this shifter literally looks like straight out of a 737.
Yeah. Yeah, all the telemetry is in round knobs.
Yeah,
It's true.
I think it looks cool as shit.
I do too.
It's I'm obviously get to wait and see how lame of a real version they make it, but because that's usually what happens with concepts.
What am I pulling here? Like it's got
So the
these
hatch must go up then?
it's got these logos for the
Yeah, it
listeners
says
that just has an
pull.
arrow that's pointing towards the tail light that says pull on both sides.
I'm wondering if that's the latch, like there's a rear hatch release that's on the underside of that you're supposed to pull. So either the door opens both directions or it hinges upward, but I would think that it would open one of the directions considering it's got a wheel on the back.
Yeah.
But again, this
It's
is
a
a
concept.
concept.
Yeah, it
so
doesn't have to
wonder-
do
yeah.
anything.
it doesn't even need to do anything.
Uh-uh.
So
Well, it's cool if they go with this style of the emblems as well, rather than like big, bold, embossed chrome logos, just a sticker. I think that's cool. I don't know. And 37s right out the gate. That's cool.
That's
So anyway, that's my news.
I love it. I bet you they will. Those two things are related. I'm certain of it.
well, you know what's really related
What?
is VW is considering pickup for the US market as well.
Interesting.
And guess what? They're also aiming for 2030 on that.
Hmm.
So we might get the Amarok finally
Okay.
in the States. Not that
I don't want
the
it.
Amarok or even the Tasman have been proven to be, good off-roaders or good overlanders or anything like that. Good mid-sized trucks yet for that type of stuff. But more in the market is more in the market nonetheless.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, they're saying 2028 at the earliest, with 2030 being the most likely. And so, yeah, see, like they're saying they're basically aligning it with a Maverick, which is not, that's not an overland truck. It's it's a less than mid-size truck.
Yeah.
But yeah, 25 to 35,000, premiums at 40 to 50,000 with the hybrid and EV. So, just,
Interesting.
more stuff to put into the market. Maybe many years
Alright.
from now still.
Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, more options the better, right? Especially when we're
Mhm.
talking used stuff later.
Yeah, well, and here's the thing: is I thought that this was a capitalist country. Competition breeds innovation, right?
Sure.
So we should be letting in all the Chinese EVs too.
Probably not gonna happen for a few years.
I would say
China
it's
or
probably not
bad?
going to happen ever
Yeah, probably not.
because
You're
they're
right.
too scared.
Because China's bait. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm not
What
gonna
was
go
that, Sean? Go ahead, Sean. What was it?
I'm not gonna go down this rabbit hole with you, Colin.
Come on now. Come on now.
You just threw that bait right out.
Mhm.
And I gave it
I'm
a
going to
You
get you
nibble.
almost
guys
Said
one
took
of
it.
these times. I'm going to get you guys
Man,
one of these times.
we
You
could have
watch.
the Chinese car extravaganza show. I'm in.
Yeah. There's some good ones out there. I'm telling you.
well,
Well,
should
well, well, what?
I love a good silence.
yeah, I'm just
Great
straying
for the
away
listening
from.
audience.
It's really good. I've been listening to the podcast before when those happen and been like, Colin, what did you do? Okay, they're talking again.
Dude, holy shit! I have to go back to. So I was listening to the podcast the other day. It was just you two and Mike, and it's when your computer started fucking up, Sean, and you were getting like
Okay.
every other word. I turned my radio on and off, reconnected my phone. I was like, what the fuck is going on with my goddamn radio?
Oh my
And then
god.
Mike talks, and it's like, shit, I just wasted 15 fucking minutes of my life trying to unfuck this thing.
Oh, I'm glad I could help you with that.
Yeah. God damn it.
That's funny.
That's pretty good.
Well, do we have a game to play, Colin? Did you bring a game?
All right. I've got 4. I think Jesse has 1.
Oh, I got one.
It's a marathon.
And it's
Here we
a
go.
great one.
Okay. I think let's leave Jesse's for last.
Okay.
I'll just tear through mine, and then Jesse will be the icing on the cake. So, where should I start?
Cheapest.
Cheapest. Okay, right off the cuff.
I think if Jesse's is this good, let's just ramp it up.
Okay. All right. Well, then here we go. This is the cheapest right here. All right. So what I've got here is a
Oh,
1993
shit.
Chevrolet Suburban 2500 LT. Really just looking to trade. I need to start building another drift car. Looking for a rear-wheel drive manual or
God.
street bike or Harley bagger. 93 Suburban 2500, yep, again with the 454, $4,000, and an upgraded trans. Runs and drives, shifts great. It is stock height on 42s. So for the listening audience, if you could picture it, you can picture it.
That's
It
impressive.
rubs at full crank, but
No
gets
shit.
around fine.
So I gotta
No
say this really
fucking
quick.
shit.
The front's a little tall, so I think. I mean, obviously it's tall because it's got giant tires. They must have cranked the torsion bars up a little bit or something because it's a
Maybe,
little squatty. But go ahead.
42s are cut for snow wheeling, so practically a snow wheeler. I have driven this all over the highways to get to wheeling spots without issues, minus unbalanced 42s. Does have a winch plate welded to the frame and a winch with controller that works. So, and it looks like, I think it's it's either black or it's purple, but it's got like some graphics down the side of
The
it.
graphics are good.
Graphics are very 90s graphics.
Oh yeah.
Pretty on point.
Oh, there's that really ugly winch
Crazy
plate.
winch bumper on it. Yeah, that's not a bumper, just a big old plate
What
sticking
are
out the
the?
front.
There's like cut super swamper TSLs or something.
Yeah,
They're
they
really
look like
weird.
TSLs.
Yeah.
It looks
The
so
picture of it from the
ridiculous from far
distance.
away.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, like that. There we go. Out in the snow, practically a snow.
not a lot of flotation, even with that much tire. It turns out.
Must be bad snow. There you go. Here's some flotation on a different wheel, but
Well, it's a spare.
no interior pictures.
Yeah, I don't want to see
So,
the inside.
yeah, and
That's
with
in
these,
Wow.
I mean, I
That
got to give
is.
it to them for fitting 42s on stock height. That's a lot of sawzalling.
That reminds me of early Fit Garage days. We made racks that looked just like that, and would have maybe done
the
something
wood
this
tire
stupid.
racks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Dude, they worked great, by the way. So make fun of them all you want, but they were awesome. I kind of like it.
Oh, I'm fully in. Like, I don't know about you
Yeah.
guys. I love the branding on it, or the decals on the side.
The graphics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in. Why not?
That looks like a skinny pedal good time.
Not at the gas pump.
Oof.
Not
That's
this
single digits on a
economy.
good day.
Yeah. I like it for a laugh, but I don't think I can
Calling in
bring
his
myself to
practical
do
side.
it. I don't think I can bring myself to do it. I've never liked these anyway, so it's just that doesn't help
I like
the
these.
situation. I think, like I said, I like it for a laugh because like it has the right bits in, the graphics and no lift with 42s and stuff like that. So like I enjoy it, but I wouldn't pay money for it.
That's fair.
That's where I sit. Okay, so next up I have
I love. Just for 1 second, I love that it says rubs at full crank. Like I expect it to rub always. I'm impressed
it's
that
just
that's the only
natural
rubbing.
state is rub. All right, so this one I picked out for Sean specifically.
Oh my god!
This is a 98
Why did it
GTI
sell?
VR6, and it's a two-door. I know Sean hates the fours. So we've got a 98 manual, 142,000 miles. OEM Euro front and rear, skirts and trim. OEM VR lip, smoked ecos, Euro rad support, long fogs, Euro switch, Recaro SRDs reupholstered with matching interior, Kenwood head unit with Bluetooth 10-inch sub, the GAC chip, mild cams, has been things that have been done in the last year. Oil change, plug, so all the tune-up stuff, clutch, Tectonics exhaust with cat delete, radiator fan, BFI shift knob and boot, grate plates, wheels. A little lame on the wheels, but it's just wheels.
They've aged well.
Tarmacs.
I think tarmacs have aged well.
Yokohamas. Yeah, they have. But there's still it's kind of a
rather have comp motives, but
yeah, you put the right wheel on this and it's gonna be pretty damn dialed. Will come with the additional parts: cabby fenders, not color match; bumpers, old, I would assume, not color matched. OEM primed hood, dimple dash, DE wheels, headliner material, and adhesive. Put less than 1,000 miles a year on the car, selling because we got a different fun weekend car and need the garage space. Asking 9,000 or best offer. Reasonable offers considered, no trades, and sorry, Sean, it is already sold.
I know. That's because when one of these pops up, they go now. It's not, they don't sit anymore.
Mm-hmm. Oh. It's pretty darn toot and clean.
Yeah. I mean,
and then just wait till you get to the interior, Sean.
Okay, I'm holding on.
The interior is nice.
Yep. That's nice.
Mhm.
I miss
This
my Mark
this
III.
guy should be our friend, basically.
Yeah,
Like
he's doing it right.
this very well done, not overdone, like
This
simple,
this
good
is
job, good stuff.
this is definitely someone that has had other cars like this, right? Like this is somebody that's
Yes.
been
Mhm.
around
Yeah.
for a minute for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows what he's
This is an
doing.
old head that's been in the scene.
There's a chance that one of us knows this person too,
It's
based
possible.
on that.
His name is
I don't
Jake
recognize the name,
Caharis.
but yeah, I'm 100,000,000,000,000% in. Now, I will say, in the past, if someone was to look up my history, I've been outspoken against textured bumpers and flares,
Mhm.
and I
Mhm.
still hold that opinion, but
Okay.
I still love it. It's okay.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
this one I knew that when I
Yeah.
saw this, but this one is like it's
It's
just right. Like
There's just
it's the
lit-
right combo.
as much as like I would tinker with that. That's a kind of car that I would buy and just drive because it just looks great and it's
Mhm.
nice. Like that's everything you'd ever need. Nothing you don't need. This is grown up Volkswagen life now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
This is our 68 Mustang or whatever, like 67
Uh-huh.
Mustang. This is it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I also would pay money for that
I casually look for these
check mark.
every
Get me
week.
in.
one.
That's I love
Yeah,
it.
you should have found this one. I could have drove it over to you.
I'm not looking
Oh.
at Seattle very often, but maybe I should be.
Yeah, see, you got it, dude. If you're looking for Volkswagen stuff, you know damn well you should be
I
looking
know,
in the
Pacific
Pacific
Northwest.
Northwest.
I know. I'm trying to
Come
find
on,
something
man.
off the radar, okay?
Oh, yeah. Try to get the low price, huh?
That's right. That's right.
All right. So next thing we've got is right here. All right, we've got a 95 Ford Ranger Super Cab, 40-inch Baja Boss tires on it, 17-inch bead locks, Ford 9-inch rear, 513s, Grizzly locker, narrowed high pinion 44 front, has a truss, air locker, chromoly shafts, Yukon super joints recently rebuilt, 14-inch air shocks, internal roll cage, stereo system, fuel cell in the bed with 2 extra Jerry's. Have an
Just
extra
like
set of
Colin.
doors. Axles were just completely gone through. All new gears, bearings front and back. New steering, 500 miles, turnkey wheeler, ready to go. Not interested in trades. This is 12,005.
Okay.
Practically a snow wheeler.
I mean, they really could have done a little better on the photos. But
Not a big
okay.
fan of the flare side.
Yeah.
It's also
I
not a
do
matching
not
flare
enjoy.
side.
So I guess that means you could put a regular bed on it easy because it already doesn't match.
Yep. Yeah.
I want to like this, but I don't.
I want to like
Yeah.
this.
I do. I want to be the guy that's like, yeah, definitely. I want a Ranger like that, but I don't.
From that photo, like the first one, I was like, oh yeah, cool. I'm like gonna be in. And then you start scrolling through the photos and then you see the flare side. I'm like, I don't really kind of like that. Now,
Yeah.
And I'll follow that up with a third.
Okay. What's your
All right,
problem,
so
Colin? Why don't you like it?
I mean,
Put you on the
there's
spot.
it's for. I don't know that I mean, I know we're not supposed to take the price into this,
Yeah.
but 12.5 seems a little high, especially
Yeah.
with like the lack of description of like what all is really done to it.
Yeah.
It's kind of beat,
Yeah.
which I mean, practically a snow wheeler. I guess you kind of are supposed to expect that, but I don't. It seems like for 12.5 you could probably build something. You could probably start with a Ranger and build the same thing for the same amount and not have it be beat up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is kind of
Yeah.
where I would look at it, even though I know money's not supposed to be part of it. But
Sure. No, I get it.
Okay, so next up, my last one before Jesse takes the helm is this guy. So another high price, but it's a
Oh
97
wow.
T1000 SR5 pickup, extra cab, $25,000.
Well,
Kingpin front axle, Dana 60 rear, chromo axles, Atlas 4-speed, 4.3 to 1, 638 gears, Grizzlies front
jeez.
and back. It's got a 3.4, linked front with 14-inch ORIs, trail gear springs in the back, 178,000 miles, very important. 46-inch Mickeys on 16 by 16 Stas double bead locks. So
Wow.
square wheels.
Mhm,
Always cool to say you got square wheels.
mhm.
Custom flatbed, wired for winch in the front and back, onboard air, full hydro, cash only, no trades. This is
You
up in
could
Hepner.
you could tell me that this was on 38-inch somethings, and I'd believe you. The more that I just okay, now it looks crazy, but like
Yeah.
Now they
from
look
that
crazy,
other
right?
photo, they don't look that big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. I'm game. Yeah. A
That is practically a
T100
snow
on
wheeler.
46s. Yeah.
I mean, that transfer case and those gears, that thing has to be just insane.
Mhm.
Yeah. Talk
Yeah,
about your
sure.
snow wheeler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
think I
pretty
would. I'm
ugly,
not a Toyota
but I
guy,
think
but
I'm in.
I think I would.
Yeah, 3 for 3 on that.
Yeah, this is still available. So if anybody wants to go up to Hepner, there you go.
Not a lot to do up there. Build a truck like that, I guess.
Build
is
a
what you
truck
got.
like that, apparently. All right, Jesse, take the helm.
All right.
Close us out.
We have here a 1970.
Wait a minute, I think you oversold us here.
Oh no, just wait. We got a 1970 El Camino for 20K. 1970 El Camino, one word, just shoved it together.
El Camino.
And he did it twice, not just
I
once.
mean,
He did it in the title and in the description.
oh,
Trans and
man.
all suspension, including rear end. Oh, sorry, trans and all suspension, including rear end, comma, new. 2-wire wiring harness, brand new interior. All needs is paint, frame off suspension or off restoration. This is
That's all it
really
needs.
That's
hard
all
to
it
read.
needs. That's
That's all I
nothing.
need, just paint the frame off.
Yeah. Have all originals parts that go with the card's got 50 miles on rear end and motor.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. What?
He's like FaceTiming and takes screenshots of himself.
This is truly for the viewing audience. It's
That's
so
a good
good.
one.
Yeah, if you're listening, you got to just go on here and
Yeah. All of his pictures of the car have an in-picture picture of himself.
Yeah.
Like he's FaceTiming through a whole video and then just took screenshots of his FaceTime video doing
That
this.
must be
It
what
is
happened. That's crazy.
hilarious.
it's a whole other level. And then just the cigarette that keeps popping in and out.
Oh my God.
He's focused real hard on taking that photo.
That's the same one again.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Just zoomed out.
That's a face there that says, "Damn right, that
Mhm.
looks good."
383.
Yeah.
Got an Edelbrock carb on there.
Oh, that fucking horsepower.
I can't get over his fucking face, man.
Oh my God. That's a good face too.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I
I'm
wouldn't buy
definitely a
this in the
no.
best of scenarios.
But the ad is, I
10
mean,
out of 10.
yeah,
Okay.
that's
I
what I
wanna
mentioned when I
know.
said to Jesse was like, if this was on Craigslist, it would have been nominated for best of so quick
Oh, yeah.
because
I forgot
wow.
that was a thing.
Yeah.
Jesse, what is in the lower right-hand corner of your suggested today's picks?
This
It's a giant goose!
It's a
Exclamation
giant
points.
goose.
Please click on that.
All right,
There's
I'll fuck
also
him.
a 3-person hot tub, which was pretty good. All right. Yeah, what a cool guy.
Yeah, it's a giant goose.
I've had it for a while, don't have
$60.
the room anymore.
Oh my god. $60 seems a bit steep.
It was $139 new. Come on.
Yeah, my Facebook algorithm is all types of fucked right now.
Oh, yeah. I
All
thought
right.
that was an ET stuffed animal, by the way, not a giant
Not
goose.
a giant
but-
goose.
It's a giant goose.
Giant goose
Giant
delivered.
goose.
So. Oh,
Ah.
God.
That's
Okay.
great.
On that note, welcome to the Campfire Passport Podcast.